Right, welcome back to Morning Live. As I mentioned earlier before we took a break, Breathe 2 is here with us, and of course from tomorrow at Alliance Francais, the things will be happening, and we've been here with them before, and trust me, they really execute their plays very well. And in studio, I'm joined by Mbugwa and Linda Milimu, who will now be telling us about the whole scenario. But now this one, actually, it's about a collection of stories. So it's very unique in its own way, but still the cast is just out of this world. You know very well that Becky Mwalimu has been here with the team all through, but this time round, Ian and Linda are in here. Tell us more about what will be happening tomorrow. Ian, good morning.
Good morning.
Linda, good morning.
Morning.
Good to see you. So, Breathe 2.
Yes.
Of course, when anything by Biko comes in, there's so much anticipation, like, whoa, what's in store this time around? Jackson Biko is on board again, doing his thing. So I understand, by the time we talk about creativeness, this guy is on his own level. His storytelling techniques are actually in his own level. And what's in store for Breathe 2 this time around?
Well, like you said, we're doing a collection of stories by Jackson Biko. And the beauty of what's happening is already the scripts are beautiful. You know, whatever is written by Biko is beautiful. But now the magic happens when you convert whatever it is in writing on the stage. So in as much as you have read it, you come and see it alive. You see it happening. And we have a beautiful cast, highly talented, who are ready to deliver for you from Thursday all through to Sunday.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Amazing. So Ian, now you're part of the cast, and trust me, when Ian Mbugwa is part of the cast, there must be something about some no-nonsense angle, which is a very good thing. So what role will you be playing here?
The best thing is to come and watch what role I play. Because like Linda said, they are 6 short stories. And all of us take part in 2 or 3 of them. Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
So for that situation, I know that's a teaser of what Ian will be, actually Ian's role will be, but still, now looking at Jackson Biko's story itself, the aspect of even the creativity coming in, and also that that angle of I like to use the word anecdotes, whereby he uses so many sweet and just the flowing creativeness in writing to depict a message out here. And maybe from what you'll be doing in Breathe 2, do you think now through the play you'll now be showcasing more that is actually not depicted on the scribbing?
Well, what we've done is, you know, his stories are written and they're set in very different places. What we've done is we've kind of rewritten them for the stage and set them in one place, each of them. So it's just giving life to his already very well written works. And anybody who's a fan of Biko will come and enjoy them, because each of them has got its own twist. It's not exactly the way he wrote it. We have taken some liberty to change a few things to spice it up, to spice them up.
All right. Now, Linda, let's go back now to the cast, because these are very experienced from the team itself. There's so much happening, and I must say, as people who come and watch, because I watched in Pavio's and I was impressed by what you did, and I must say the professionalism kind of angle is very, very top-notch. So what can you tell us about the cast? You know, that's where now the viewers or the guys who come to actually attend this will now get the whole feel. Now, the inclusivity and also the connection, very important among the cast.
Well, like you've said, back to basics does not mess around when it comes to the cast. And so our directors take very keen interest in who is on that stage. And therefore, what you're about to see is a showcase of absolute professionalism. It's just a creativity on another level. You are having a wide range of talent. You're having well-known actors, Wakio Mzenge. You're having the guys who have just come into the industry and are amazing. And then you're linking those two to create magic on stage. And that is what Back to Basics is all about. It's all about magic on stage.
I like the way she kind of expresses her words, you know, action, And you know, theatre can actually become very addictive. Now, Linda is even now talking to us like she's on stage.
Oh, yeah.
The art of coming to the castle. Wow, it's an amazing thing. I think it's addictive. Anyway, back to you, Ian. The short stories, you know, when you look back even in the high school set books, we used to have the specific book that used to have short stories.
Right.
Now, how will you be balancing between now the transition between story 1, story 2, story 3? I understand so much demand from props, there's so much just between juggling from one to another, from props, from even just that change, because I can imagine you won't be playing the same role for story 1, story 2, story 3.
No, people will be playing different roles in each story. And use of light and sound and some very clever adverts in between each story will make the transition flawless. Because we go from one story to the next story to the next story, and the change is always flawless. There's no gap.
There's no gap.
There's no gap.
Wow.
Because we don't want to lose the audience.
Yes.
If you do a story and then you finish it and then you've got to start moving things around.
Kind of juggling things
you
up.
get people, you get the concentration level of people is very short. So you need to keep them engaged. So we've made sure that there are no gaps for people to sit back and just, wow, what was going on, or start chatting. It's seamless transition.
Now let's talk about the artists in this country, Linda, because most of them actually who transitioned to TV acting started back in the theatres. Yeah, I remember KNT a long time ago. There was another restaurant over there called Wasani. Is it still there?
Well, the restaurant is there, but it's not called.
All right, so looking at the transition they made, most of them don't come back to theatre, because now sometimes the monetary angle kind of just sways them away, and then they actually vanish. Now, looking at the background, the foundation of all this, what can you say about theatre? Because so many people, even from high school, from drama festivals, they now kind of cultivate that culture of theatre, but still it gets lost when commercialization and monetary angle comes in, and then people vanish.
Well, yeah, you're very right. The thing about theatre is this. You have a set time, say 1 hour, 1.5 hours. You have to have gotten your lines. You need to perfect it. There's no rewind, there's no cut. Okay? And therefore, in that 1.5 hours, you need to deliver whatever it is you need to deliver. The audience reaction is immediate. You get your feedback immediately. And therefore, your level of skill has to be on a very high level as compared to TV. Now, you're right, the commercialization of it, comes in. But we've seen people who go this way to the commercial area and still come back. Because there's a thrill. There's a thrill when you're on stage. Exactly. Stage perfects your skill. You cannot lie on stage. For 1.5 hours, if your leg breaks, the show continues.
Absolutely.
You cannot lie.
If your lines vanish, the show continues.
Correct. So yes, all of it is acting, but we've seen many people who do both. Like on our cast, we have Brian Ogola, who does both. We have Wakio Mzenge, who does both. And Mbeki Mwalimu, who does both. And therefore, it's something you cannot run away from. It's an addiction. It's an addiction. You can't run away from.
All right, let's take a short break now. When we come back, we'll be talking about, the dynamic of coming up with the whole thing. Trust me, it's not an easy thing. Teamwork is essential. Sometimes they might brush shoulders with the directors, the producers, sometimes lateness. It's a recipe of just coming back to now being a unit, and it's something not easy. So when you come back, we'll be talking about all that, the paybill numbers, where you're supposed to check your tickets, all those things. What time does it start? Who can you take there? So all that coming to you after a short break. Stay tuned to Morning Line. Back to Morning Live. Yes, Breath 2 is here starting from tomorrow, and Ian Mbugwa and Linda Milimu are in studio. And the thing is, when you talk about artists, as I mentioned earlier before we took a break, there's some issues that actually comes in where, a connection. By the time the script is given, you have to really grasp what's the content, and by the time you come up with the content, trust me, you might have brushed shoulder with either the director, the producer, timelines, pressure is there, and maybe Ian, you're very experienced, and since the days of Phoenix Theatres, and trust me, I think I tried to audition in one of those things, and I was unable. Yeah, when you see the queue and you want to audition for the same role as Jalango and Njoro, you go home. So it was kind of very, very tricky. So I thought, this is not my thing, because sometimes rejection can really put you down. Before we talk even about the young artist, let's talk about now preparation, because now this is where now you have to sit down, you're very experienced with the script. Now you look at, maybe make corrections because you're experienced also, and it boils down to what the team wants. So how do you now come together and now execute this? Because you have timelines, you also have maybe people waiting for you, rehearsals, all those things. You have other things you're doing. Goodness, there must be a lot of things actually.
There are. And the most important thing is discipline. If you do not have discipline, please don't try to do theatre. Because you must have discipline.
Yeah.
You must read your script. You must understand what the script is about. And you must show up on time for rehearsals every time. And you must also do your homework.
Yeah.
And you must also know what you're going to put into that character. You must learn how to you must do your research. If you're given, whatever role you're given, you must do some research of what is expected. And then you've got to put in yourself into it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because acting is not pretending to be somebody else. It is actually becoming that character. You don't change and try to be somebody else.
Yeah.
You don't imitate somebody else. You become that character.
That character.
And you can only do that if you are disciplined and if you are listening to your director. Yes. Because the director has an idea of what he or she wants. They are the ones who come and put everything together.
Yeah.
But you've got to play your part. You've got to learn your lines. You've got to be able to work with other actors. You must have some chemistry with you must develop chemistry. Whether you like the person or not is irrelevant.
Yeah.
But when you are on stage, you are in character. And you must be disciplined.
Looking at this, Linda, Ian is very experienced, and by the time he talks about discipline, that means he knows the recipes to make this a successful event. But some young artists who come on, they think maybe, I'll come in and just fit in automatically. You'll be called, maybe you're unavailable, you're very consistent with the rehearsals and all those things. And sometimes now they crumble and they feel like someone maybe doesn't want them. So from his own perspective and illustration and the emphasis is given, discipline is a very, very vital just a virtue in that situation. So the young ones who come in, they want to be like Linda, they want to be like Mbeki, they want to be like all these other artists there, and they don't have this package of being an artist. How do you deal with such people? Because they feel like sometimes they're unwanted.
Well, there's some things you cannot be taught, okay? And there's some things you can be taught.
Yeah.
For example, self-discipline. You cannot be taught that. If the meeting is at 6, you ought to be there. In fact, 5 minutes to 6 at the latest, okay? If you're told this is the direction, that is the direction. You don't need to be told 5 times, okay? The research that you do, the director is not there to research your character for you. You have to research it. You have to build this character in your mind. You have to build their body, build a relationship, make them this human being, this person that now you become, okay? And therefore, those are things you cannot learn, no matter how much talent you have.
It's true that.
No matter how much talent you have, without discipline, then you cannot succeed in this industry.
Wow.
Either theatre or TV or anything. So we'd just know you, highly talented guy, but do you want to work with it? No.
Yeah, by the way. It's
Yeah.
catastrophic.
Exactly. So it's not a walk in the park. It's not a plaything that you do. You know, it's not a fun thing that you do. People are putting a lot into having this production on stage, and therefore, if this is a decision you want to take, then you have to take it very seriously. You have to take it very seriously. Yes.
Times are changing, and trust me, during those days where guys used to queue for maybe, for example, a role somewhere, they need this person who looks like a certain way, who maybe behaves a certain way. Right now, is it true that you guys have a list of people that are just ready? Sometimes they call cartels. They're just ready to fill some gaps, like when they're just a call away. No need of auditions. It's cheaper that way. Just a call away. Come, let's do this.
Well, there's a saying that better the devil you know. Okay?
Yeah.
So if you've worked with somebody and you know that they are reliable, you don't want to gamble with somebody else who may not deliver. So once you know that you as the director, you've read the script, you've already got in mind who would suit this. Okay? So you can call them up, yes. But also, you cannot forget about the upcoming people.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's why, and that's exactly what we've done in this cast.
Yeah.
That's what the director and the producer have done. They've got seasoned actors, but they've also got people who are just breaking in, who are making their debut on stage. Yes. So you need to give them a chance as well. I mean, we can't keep having the same people on stage all the time. No. How are we going to develop
something called viewer fatigue, and also people are so used to you. You're very predictable because they know, you should pull this stunt. Anyway, so still on this issue of now Breathe 2, Jackson Mbugwa, as we talked about him, he's a very creative writer. He's someone who can actually tell your story, and by the time when you tell your own story, maybe someone won't listen to it, but when Mbugwa puts it down, becomes something totally different. So let's talk about his prowess in terms of now using you to also catapult his career. You know, at the end of the day, he's using you people also because it's a two-way traffic. You're helping each other here. Now, from all those plays, all those maybe shows you have, that moral lesson, at the end of the day, the society needs to know that indeed you have to learn something from this, what you're doing. Maybe Breathe 2. What will people learn from it now?
Well, Breathe 2 is a reflection of the society as is right now. As you've said, I've been a fan of Jackson Mbugwa for years, and I've read all the works, and even whatever we are doing, I had read even before we started doing this. But the way it has been portrayed, you know, and just rewritten by Nick Ndeda, and the way it's being casted, you look at it and think it's something different. Even though you know the story, you still anticipate to see how this is going to play out. And therefore, what then happens is when you take that creativity of Jackson Mbugwa and then put in Nick Ndeda.
He's actually my former colleague.
Exactly.
Good job, bro. Good job, bro.
Okay. Okay. Put in Mbeki Mwalimu.
Okay.
Put in the cast. You have taken Jackson Mbugwa.
Okay.
You have taken that aspect of it, the grounding, the reflection of the society, and then you elevate it.
Wow.
You elevate it, and then you showcase it. That is exactly what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's also a very good chance to start telling our own stories. Because it's a high time we started putting our stories on stage, our stories on the screen, as opposed to getting scripts that are written by people from outside. Why do we still do that when we've got good script writers and we've got good actors, good directors? So it's a high time we started doing our own stories.
Now, from experience, looking at the quality of even scribes, script writers and all these people, sometimes you might look at a script and say, I'm lost somewhere. I don't understand what's happening. Maybe sometimes people also feel kind of an issue. They have an issue when you go to them for correction. Like, for example, hey, I don't really understand what you told us here. So are people willing to take corrections? Because sometimes script writing, when you do it alone, sometimes it comes with lots of mistakes.
Yes, there are people who are willing to be corrected, but there are others who are not willing. And the ones who are not willing will not get far. Because even if you take somebody like Alan Ayckbourn, who's written very many scripts, what we see on stage by Alan Ayckbourn is not what he originally wrote.
Okay.
So he writes it and then he tries it out in small theatres first.
Okay.
And then he reworks it before it goes to the West End. So that's exactly what a good script writer should do.
Okay.
Try it out first and then make corrections, make amendments to suit the whatever stage it's going to be put on.
Yeah.
One must be ready to take correction and take other people's suggestions.
Yeah.
If you write something and you believe that it's going to be done this way and that's it, no. And sadly, that is what is happening. I've seen a couple of productions here that, first of all, it's far too long.
Yeah.
And anything, why would somebody be sitting for 2 hours to watch something with a message that has 45 minutes?
Okay.
People get bored.
Yeah.
So we do need training in script writing and how to edit it to make it suitable for the stage and to make it entertaining.
Yeah.
Because if it's too long and it's got irrelevant things that are there, no. No.
Switch TV commands so many young people who are watching right now, and trust me, from tomorrow you'll get guests big time. So when you talk about a young people who's a budding artist who wants to come in, or he or she wants to come in, to maybe it's either script write, to be an artist, to be this actor or an actress who has a future. Yes, you talked about better the devil you know than the angel you don't know, but still, let's talk about opportunities, Linda. Before now, we go to now the nitty-gritties of the whole event. Opportunities. There's so many talented young people out here, and trust me, we look at their Instagram pages, and trust me, they're doing well with their short skits, and they're taking over. But these guys have decided not to really concentrate on theater. They're commercializing their pages, whereby of course some products, some corporates will come to them, they push my agenda here. But look, is it sustainable? Do they need to come now and showcase this thing to the people? That indeed, I'm not only this person who will sit in a room, record a skit for maybe 3 minutes to fit in my IG video, and then life goes on.
Well, you need to identify something. Number one, not everyone who does skits is meant to be an actor. Okay, anyone can do a skit. Okay. Acting in itself and on stage is a very different skill. And therefore, it's not necessary that whoever is doing the skits or these short videos is necessarily an actor, number one. And therefore, once that definition has been done, so if this person is talented in doing skits and whatever it is, but is also an actor, then there are avenues within which they can come in and showcase their talent. It is not necessarily that if you are on this, then you have to be on this. Okay? You don't have to do both. You can if you're talented and you have the discipline, but you don't have to do both. You do not have to do both. It's not set in stone. And in terms of opportunities, back to basics is all about opportunities, like he has talked about. And I think it's a challenge out there to producers, because back to basics level of professionalism is up here. And therefore, if they are able to bring in new talent, then the others should. Okay. Absolutely. So every time before a new production starts, Mbeki Mwalimu calls for auditions.
Wow, is it?
Yes, absolutely.
All the time?
I auditioned. I didn't know Mbeki Mwalimu before.
Wow.
Yes. You audition, you get it done. If you're good, absolutely, you're in the team. There's no distinction between you and whoever has done it before. That's the beauty of Back to Basics. That's the beauty of Mbeki.
We won't forget that you've been a judge for quite some time, and you depict this no-nonsense angle. It's still there, I must say that. And look, you're smiling. And that's a brand you have to depict out here. Which I like. It's so consistent. Even right now, I've been corrected twice, which is a good thing. But still,
if you don't take correction, then what's the point?
But the thing is, I like the way you do it. But the people who might come, Ian is one of the judges. Maybe there's an audition going on, and they see you and like, whoa! Now I'm in for some serious banter with Ian here, because now someone he or she will showcase what they have, and then you tell them, my friend, get lost. What really triggers you to tell the truth outright? Is it time?
What triggers me to tell the truth?
Absolutely, yeah.
Why lie?
Some people, we live in a society where not so many people have the confidence.
I will not lie. I will not lie.
What triggers you now?
The truth shall set you free. Simple as that.
So you're poor, you're poor.
Exactly.
You can't tell someone, you can't someone.
Why lie to somebody?
Tell someone, you're good.
Slap me with the truth instead of kissing me with lies.
Like, you have a bright future, but next time we'll call you. It's something sugar-coated.
Why are you lying? Why are you lying to them?
No,
I'm not going to call
wouldn't
you.
say that.
I'm not going to call you, period.
Okay.
So why lie to you?
All right. I remember, your diction is poor. Anyway, let's move on.
Although I need to say this,
yeah,
he's a wonderful person
I'm
to
so
work
pathetic.
with. Oh, he's amazing. We have so much fun with him.
Wow.
We do. Yes,
okay.
He is absolutely what he is. He's a very strict.
And trust me, as I was walking in the studio and I met Ian. Actually, first time I'm meeting him, and this guy was like, "Morning." So, which is a good thing anyway. But still, Ian, I really appreciate your presence here. And maybe now tell us more about the whole thing, starting on Thursday.
Yes.
Yes.
It opens tomorrow, and we've got shows tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the charges maybe
it's on the poster.
The flyer actually having it on the screens. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It starts. Tomorrow starts at 6.
Yeah. Sure.
And then the charges tomorrow are at 1,200.
Okay.
As per the poster, you can send the money to the till number.
Yeah.
588-379.
Okay.
But immediately you do so, please make a call to those phone numbers on the poster, because it is not. You have to reserve your seat.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's not free
Reservation
seating.
is important.
Yes.
So at the gate is 1,200.
At the yes, at the gate is 1,200, and
Okay.
students pay 800.
Wow, interesting. So students are interesting. That's
Yeah.
good. All right. Thank you so much, Ian, for coming.
Thank you.
Really appreciate Mr. Judge himself. Scary though, but I like it. Linda, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Look, he's rolling his eyes. Anyway, we will be there to support you guys. Always there for you. And of course, good job you've done. And Becky Molimo on the team, amazing job. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.